Well, what is Starkid, guys?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Starkid is like a kind of an internet musical theater production group that we started in college together, and have been doing our best to run since we've been out of college.
Yeah, when we graduated, YouTube became this kind of mainstream avenue to get a lot of videos out there, and we kind of happened to be on that train right when it started, and we had no idea that people would be responding to our videos as the way they have, and we've just decided to keep going because we have a really wonderful and supportive fan base, and so we continue to make videos that involve musical theater and us creating said musical theater.
This is my first show with Starkid on the Space Tour ever.
Yeah, and it's almost our last show.
Yeah.
Well, the Space Tour was Starkid's first foray into doing actual live concert sort of events of after having a couple of shows online that we were involved in, and they had music. This was just kind of a highlighting of those songs, not necessarily the shows, and it was more about meeting the actors that play these parts as opposed to the sort of narrative structure of those musicals. So.
Yeah, in the Space Tour concerts, we were all just, we weren't playing characters or anything like that, but we like to sort of treat it like, we feel like the fans like the music from the shows, we like the music from the shows, so let's all sort of go and sing it. And I'll tell you what, the fans sing through every single song anyways, they know all the words probably better than we do.
I think the cool thing about going on tour is that a lot of the fans that have been supportive of us experience Starkid on a very individual level, like on their computer in their room, and they see it in class or on their desk, on their phone at work, what have you, whatever medium you choose. But basically, you see this number of views, and you feel like you're a part of something, but it's still individualized. So when you get to go to a concert, you get to see all these other people who are in on this kind of private joke. So it was fun seeing the fans get to know each other, and
a lot of people tell us that they make a lot of new friends anytime we have an event or something like that.
I think for at least some of the fans, it's I talked to some parents and fans, and they were saying that they hadn't been to a lot of concerts and or live theater before.
Yeah.
So for a lot of people, they were like, "This is the first time I ever came out to go see something." I always thought that was
Which you feel
cool.
terrible about because we're like terrible on concert.
Exactly.
What would we do better? What would
I think
we really
for any show we've ever done, there's always room for improvement, as anybody strives for, and I think
planning ahead a little bit more.
We put the whole tour together in 2 months. So
yeah, so
it was our first tour. I mean, we had these people touring that it's not like we're a band. We're not these musicians that have always strove to be on tour. So it was a cool. New foray for us, and so
sort of a new format.
It was really wonderful for the first tour, and I think we'll definitely have a second tour in the works, potentially West Coast and maybe the UK, and where we have maybe more songs, more fun, more Starkid, baby. That'd be the idea.
If we had to make superlatives for each other, everyone would want to be the class clown. That's why we are the way that we are. We are the class clowns, all matriculated into one room.
Yeah, I think we've all given each other Star Wars characters, or Lord of the Rings characters at least. That makes more sense to us.
When we did X-Men characters, Darren was Jubilee.
I was Jubilee. Remember we called you Anakin Skywalker when we were
and
because you're like, no, I'm not. Yep.
They said, Joe, you're like Anakin, and I went, that's not fair. They went, perfect.
Yep.
I used to dream about it, but never schemed or counted on fantasies or wishes. Take some man to see what it says.
Starkid, if you ask what Starkid is, we're a bunch of idiots that kind of know what we're doing, and the fact that people have been so supportive of our idiocy is amazing.
And irresponsible.
So we encourage your irresponsible notions and continue to support our idiotic ones.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Starkid out.
Exactly, right?